we're missing one. Toxin, he couldn't be out. He's on a sabbatical. We got a good one for you. It's called The House of Gucci. Hey, what's up?
You ready?
Are you ready? Yeah.
The house of Gucci. Wow.
Hey,
yeah,
this is a good one.
I'm here.
Good. Gucci. If you don't know about Gucci, it's the big brand name that costs hundreds of dollars, most expensive brand out there right now. Up there with Louis Vuitton, but I want to say it's a little bit more higher.
I think it's more. Oh, I think Louis Vuitton came from Gucci. I mean, like, it's
different brand, but Italy. It's from Italy.
Right.
It started off with as a leather company, branched off to the fashion industry. The grandpa started this leather and said, you know what, let me make this into some luggage. Went from there, and it stayed that way for a long time in Italy. Then the grandfather has these sons, which is two big parts in this movie. This movie is basically about a Gucci family scandal. Okay? Sorry, he was supposed to say that part yet. And he got tied up in the Maurizio outfit.
Because I'm kind of not knowing what's going on, but I'm here.
So the two sons branch off, which is played by Jeremy Irons, and then of course Al Pacino. Two great big actors. You got Lady Gaga playing the main lady, which is Patricia, who marries into the Gucci family. Believe me, they let you know that she's not a Gucci. You're into the Gucci family, but not Gucci.
It's because it starts with Adam Driver. You know, he's pondering something, having a lovely lunching. You know, he clearly knows what he's wearing, the product that he's wearing.
Right.
Has his little bike ride at home, and then you don't know what you expect, and you hear someone say "Sir Gucci," and then he turns around and you get a shocking face, and then it cuts to the scene where. It kind of, you don't, like I said, you don't really know what's going on, but it cuts to the scene where she goes in to work for her father, because initially she works for her father.
Right.
What's her, Patricia? Man, Gaga, bro. She did very well.
Lady Gaga killed it. In fact, I heard
she's looking for an award.
Rumors said that the real Lady Patricia didn't like the fact that Lady Gaga didn't go interview her for her input. Well, frankly, lady, they didn't think you were that important. Because after all, this movie is about a scandal.
See that? She's still locked up, or is she?
No, she's out, but
because she always trying to kill some motherfucker.
So anyway, Maurizio is Jeremy Irons' son, which Jeremy Irons is old school fashion. I want to keep Gucci the way it is. Leather. I just want to keep it brand. He's the smart son, the only son of this. Son of the people that made Gucci.
Well,
so he's the one that's smart. More likely, you can tell he's gonna take off with the company.
Well, it was two brothers.
Right. Then you got the Pacinos.
Al Pacino, and Al Pacino tells Adam Driver, because it's the son of
Maurizio.
The Maurizio, the son of Jeremy Irons, is Adam Driver, and you know Adam Driver. I mean, freaking
Adam Driver.
No, Jeremy Irons, like he, like you see things that he's been in. You're like, okay, I've seen this guy act. It's not going to surprise me, but he seems to surprise me even in this type of story.
It is a small role.
It is a very small role, but he gives an impact. Following Adam Driver being there, and every part this person goes in, he immerses himself in these roles. Even being Kylo Ren from Star Wars, them Yoretes, you know, choose a side already.
I only know one Yoretes, but anyway.
but you know what, y'all guys know what I'm talking about with Star Wars. But anyways, just Adam Driver's the best. But going back to Pacino, he tells them, he says, y'all would still be digging dirt if it wasn't for me.
Right.
So it takes those two brothers that saw a vision. And I swear to God, we go into the farm where they have these animals, these cows. Yeah. I felt like Al Pacino was really running this fucking place. I swear to God, the movie, you follow him and it's like, oh my God, like he even surprised me. And I've seen this man. I followed his career. My mom loved Al Pacino. I love Al Pacino. I can name movies right now. he surprised me too with his little accent and like it was just and his little massage. His little massage. I was like, wow.
He was perfect. So it goes to show that how one brother wants to stay with the O, and Pacino's the other brother, of course, that has more kids. But he wants to take it to New York. I want to take it to off-brand. Why shouldn't everybody feel like a Gucci person? Who cares? But that's the conflict there. But he knew his offsprings were not going to ever run Gucci because they weren't capable. Because you had the son of Al Pacino, which is Jared Leto.
Jared Leto.
Amazing performance.
But you don't even know. When he comes up, you don't see him. You don't see him, and that's acting, bros.
Yeah, that's acting.
But he said it time and time through the whole movie, "My idiot son," but
he wasn't an idiot. He just had a vision.
But the colors, you don't put these two colors together, pastels and browns. Come on.
But that's what art is, and he was just arts to the next level. Who stood out of those performances? We already mentioned Jeremy Irons, of course, is on point. Al Pacino takes it to the next. Driver dives into his character. Leto, we don't even know that's Leto, but that's how brilliant he is. And hey, Lady Gaga, she's not an actress, but hey, she's coming along.
I have not seen that woman. She's with the what's it called? She's a Stars Born.
Oh yeah.
I have not seen that. I have not seen anything with Gaga. But when I seen the previews to this movie, I was like,
it's good. So
she got it.
Maurizio meets Patricia. It's like this guy that's one side of the track, and believe me, you can tell they're wealthy.
Yeah.
It's extravagant parties they have, the arrogance that he walks with. He knows he's wealthy. He's used to that. And then Patricia is some Italian woman that happens to be sexy at that time. He called it by Elizabeth Taylor. He got infatuated.
But she knew the name. She knew the name. As soon as when he was behind the bar, she was like.
That's like saying.
So she worked her way in. She knew what she was doing. She played it very well. And even her dad,
Jeremy Irons, right?
Jeremy Irons,
yeah.
He picked her out of the fuck. He already knew who he was dealing with.
They're after your money.
Exactly.
But of course.
But she knew how to manipulate.
Because they all want their sons to marry somebody that they know in college that's just as successful, comes from money, and then you got the wrong side of the tracks chick. And damn right she was after his money. She goes and sees that, well, you know what? You're just settling to be this kind of Gucci, but I see vision. You Gucci, you need to go out and be with your uncle and have this or that power. You's a weakling. Which was fine at first. He attracted to that drive. But then she started shooting down the person he really was.
Yeah.
And that's where the scandal begins.
And he was like, again, like, you're not Gucci, it's my lash. It's my lash.
Like, and then he even says at one point, like, look where it's our lash. It's my brand. So, he even says, look at what you become. Look what you become. Like, what's happening to you? Because I've always been rich. This is nothing to me. The only thing that is going to make me change is more power. Well, I'm just willing to listen to my uncle and take the name for what it is.
Because he didn't really want it. He was planning to be a lawyer.
Yeah.
But again, she worked her way in. Oh, she's at the damn book. I believe the book was upside down. She's at the library. Oh, I don't like to read, but she's at the fucking library.
But
he fell for it, being so smart. Anyways, and then I want to speed up, but I hate the fact that when Al Pacino gets double cost where he's like, Papa, I sold his shirt, and I got that devil's advocate. No, like Al Pacino screamed real loud. I was like, oh my god! And then when he finds out, Maurizio is the one who actually sent those other guys to betray him. He was so distraught.
Was it not her plan? Because she convinces him somehow to say, you need to take over.
But that was the time they were already separated, and he already got back to his old fling. And she tells his ass, she tells her. Remember in the snow ski thing? He was like, I can't remember, but
something about you're just not moving too fast. You're weak, and that's what really broke him right there when she said you're weak. Wait a minute, I've always been who I am. You're the one changing here. I'm not. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. So somehow they convinced the Al Pacino's kids to sell over their shares to Maurizio.
Papa.
Maurizio at this time leaves Patricia. She can't handle it. She's still in denial. Finds out he's with another woman. We're gonna get a divorce. So here comes the scandal. She sees some fortune teller, which is Selma Hayek.
Selma fucking Hayek, bro.
Selma Hayek is his fortune teller saying, no, you're the one with the power, And then it just feeding to her ego.
But it was funny.
This lady hires fucking assassins.
But it was funny. He said, before we go to Morocco or we go do a fucking trip and then we come back and kill them.
Yeah, but let's go to our trip first.
Yeah, exactly.
Scandals.
And it was funny as shit when they hired the hitman. She was like, you pay for these coffee, bro. I put a smell on you. So.
And then she said, make sure you don't miss.
Yeah.
So Maurizio's going to work one day and he gets shot.
So we go back to that first scene where he's having that drink and he's thinking, and she tells him the previous day before he got killed that that you were right. Like it was her idea. It was his idea. So
it was.
And you can kind of see a little smile. He was pondering like, oh my God, like she was correct. Like it wasn't, and then the guy, the one that actually trusted, the father trusted, ended up trying to betray him. Betray the whole family. The damn, it wasn't the lawyer, but it was the advisor.
Oh, it was like concierge.
The concierge person.
Yeah.
And so he tells him, she was right. She was right. She was right.
She even tells him, you sure got a lot of input for something that don't belong to you. And he tells her, well, it don't belong to you either.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, those two were not Gucci related. But at the end of the day, who doesn't matter because Maurizio dies. So he gets investors to come in. Gucci's being ran not even by Gucci to this day. So we got people that run in Gucci. That should have never happened. Stuck to Jeremy Irons' idea would have never happened. I'm telling you.
Exactly. So when they killed Adam Driver's character, she immediately goes home. She immediately goes home and says, the girlfriend tells the guy, get that bitch out of here. And so she gets out of here.
Get out of here.
2 weeks or a year from later, they're in court. They got every one of them. And she's sitting down there. They're saying, get up. And she's like, you call me. Señora
Gucci. And she goes to jail. So the lady's out now, the real lady. She's still alive. She goes to jail.
We know you didn't mean to do it. Because she was even having conflict too. She was having conflict. Because she was having conflict too about, oh shit, did I do the right thing? You know, the heat of the passion.
But they ended up having 2 daughters there, so there's Gucci more. So what I'm hoping for that Gucci really gets owned by Gucci. I can't stand that. People like that are empowered sell their name like I can't imagine. And the Gucci still being sold today. The costumes are great. Jared was costume up for sure.
Jared was awesome.
Acting was on point.
David hit the part that there was knockoffs too, because she was mad about that. And like, bitch, and he even like they were like, it's good. They did a good it was a knockoff, but they were.
It's good. But it was a good entertainment. It was good to see everybody interact with each other. It was on point. Like when Jared, which plays the son of Al, has a line, Al Pacino's ready to bounce back because it was like the stupid. He goes to his other uncle. Let me show you my slap.
Yeah.
Other uncle just go.
He says,
whatever.
Don't show these things anymore. But
it really was a timepiece.
I'm just saying it was a good timepiece.
Early 80s.
Yeah, exactly.
70s, right?
But the Academy Award winning driven, these guys should be nominated.
They should.
If Adam Driver doesn't get it, I would not watch the Academy Award.
Well, he should not watch it when Tom Hardy didn't get it, but that's another story.
Well, that was at the time when Leo was supposed to get it, and Leo got it. So that's why I said Leo, not Tom Hardy.
So this is based on a true story. Look it up. I didn't know anything about Gucci because, of course, I don't buy that brand. I don't have that kind of money to buy that brand.
We don't like the knockoffs.
But that's where it went. It went to knockoffs because, like the son said, why not? Why shouldn't Gucci be in every house?
Costume.
Hey, costumes are good. So that real life scandal does take place. You know, she hired a hitman. She kills that poor guy, which is the only son of traditional Gucci, and it's a sad piece because it goes to show what money can do.
Yeah. And
power can do, and mixing with the wrong people. So. 2 thumbs up for me because acting, costumes, everything was good. Really good. There was times where it was a little slow, and I wanted more because when you got big actors like that, you want more.
And I think isn't it Ridley Scott? I think it was Ridley Scott.
Ridley Scott. Yeah. Is it Ridley? I think so. Let's look that up. If not,
I know there's a Scott.
Send us a comment.
It's a Scott in there, but
there's only one Scott left now. Ridley Scott, but. It was great. Go watch it. It's out of movies. HBO Max, of course. HBO Max got everything now. You don't even need to go to theaters.
I think it's on. Yeah.
But if you're like us, we like to see certain movies on the big screen. The next one he said he wants to see on the big screen is
the Matrix.
The Matrix, yeah. Yeah, Neo. And we got the Keanu Reeves expert for that one.
Yeah. But there's a lot of them, man. A lot of them streaming up. You know, that Ricky Ricardo movie with the Lucy movie. There's a lot of coming up, streaming up. So Paramount, everybody's doing good.
So we need Tax in here because he can talk about the effects of the movies and the costumes. See,
we
only know what we know. But anyway, subscribe, hit the little bell.
Hit it up, we're here.
Send us comments, man. Tell us what you want to see. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. This is our last 2021. And mira, the father, the house of Gucci. Peace out.